Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Asmita and here I'm back with a new topic for today. So we'll be discussing about what is Gantchart and how to create a Gantt chart. So let's get started. So what is a Gantt chart? The Gantt chart bears a name of Harry Gant, American mechanical engineer and management consultant who invented this chart as early as in 1910. Gantchart diagram is an Excel representation project or task in the form of cascading horizontal bar charts. A Gantt chart illustrates the breakdown structure of project by showing the start and the finish date as well as various relationships between the project activities, and in this way helps you track the task against the scheduled time or the predefined milestones. Let's learn how to make Gantt chart in Excel. Regrettably, Microsoft Excel does not have a built-in Gantt chart template as an option. However, you can quickly create a Gantt chart in Excel by using a bar graph functionality and a bit of formatting. Please follow the below step closely and you will able to make a simple Gantt chart in under just 3 minutes. We'll able to use Excel 2010 for this Gantt chart for example. But you can simulate Gantt chart diagram in any Excel version in the same way. Now let's learn how to create it. Stage 1. Create a project table. You start by entering the project data in the Excel spreadsheet. List each task in the separate row and structure your project plan by including the start date, end date and the duration. That is the number of days required to complete the task. Tip. Only the start date and the duration columns are necessary for creating Excel Gantt chart. If you have start date and the end date, you can use one of the simplest formula to calculate it. Duration equals to end date minus start date. Duration equals to end date minus start date plus 1. Second step. Make a standard Excel bar chart based on the start date. You begin making your Gantt chart in Excel by setting up a usual stacked bar chart. Second. Select a range of your start date with a column header. It's B1 raised to B12 in our case. Be sure to select only one cell with the data and not the entire column. Switch the Insert tab, which is bigger, to Chart Group and click the bar. Under the D2 bar selection, click the Stack bar. As a result, you will have to follow the stack bar added to your worksheet. Note, some other Gantt chart tutorials you may find out on the web recommend creating an empty bar chart first and then populating it with the data as explained in the next step. But I think the above approach is better because Microsoft Excel will add one data series to the chart automatically, and this way saves your time. Stage 3. Add duration data to the chart. Follow this step very closely, otherwise you will be messing up things. Now you need to add one more series to your Excel Gantt chart to be. First, right click anywhere within the chart area and choose Select Data from the context menu. Select Data Source window will open. As you can see in the screenshot below, start date is already added under Legend Entries and you need to add duration there as well. Second, click the Add button to select more data you want to plot in the Gantt chart. Third, the Edit Series window opens and you do the following. In the series name field, type duration or any other name of your choosing. Alternatively, you can place the mouse cursor into this field and click the column header in your spreadsheet. The clicked header will be added as a series name for the Gantt chart. Click the range selection icon next to the series value field. Click the range selection icon to add the series value. Fourth one, a small edit series window will open. Select your project duration data by clicking on the first duration cell, D2 in the case, and drag the mouse down in the last duration. Make sure you have not mistakenly included the header or any empty cell. Select your project duration data. Click the collapse dialog item to exit the small window. This will bring you back to the previous edit series window with the series name and the series value filled in, where you click OK. The series window with the series name and the series value filled are filled in. 6. Now you are back at the select data source window with the both start date and the duration added under legend entry. Simply click OK on the duration data to be added to your Excel chart. The resulting bar chart should look similar to the below one. Fourth one. Now it's time to add the task description to the Gantt chart. Now you need to replace the dates on the left side of the chart with this list of tasks. Right click anywhere within the chart plot area, the area with the blue and the orange bars, and click select data to bring up the select data source window again. Make sure the start date is selected on the left pane and click the edit button on the right pane under horizontal axis label. A small axis label window opens and you select your task in the same fashion as you selected the duration in the previous step. Click the range selection icon, then click on the first task in your table and drag the mouse down to the last task. Remember, the column head should not be included. When done, exit the window by clicking on the range selection icon again. Select the task description. Select OK twice to close the open window. Remove the chart label block by right-clicking it and selecting Delete from the next context menu. Remove the chart label block. At this point, your Gantt chart should have task description on the left side and look something like this. Fifth step, transfer the bar graph into the Excel Gantt chart. What you have now is still a stack bar chart. You have to add the proper formatting to make it look more like a Gantt chart. Our goal is to remove the blue bar so only the orange part representing the project task will be visible. In technical term, we won't really delete the blue term but rather make them transparent and therefore invisible. Click on any blue bar in the Gantt chart to select them all. Right click and choose Format Data Series from the context menu. The Format Data Series window will show up and you do the following. Switch to the Fill tab and select No Fill. Go to the Border Color tab and select No Line. Note, you do not need to close the dialog box because you will use it again to the next step. Third step. As you have probably noticed, the tasks on your Excel Gantt chart are listed in the reverse order. And now you're going to fix this. Click on the list of tasks on the left-hand part of the Gantt chart to select them. This will display the Format Access dialog for you. Select the category in the reverse order option under Access option and then click the Close button to save all the changes. Change the order of tasks on the Gantt chart. The result of the change you just have made are this. Your tasks are arranged in the proper order on the Gantt chart. Date markers are moved from the bottom to the top of the graph. Your Excel chart is starting to look like a normal Gantt chart, isn't it? For example, my Gantt diagram looks like this now. Now the sixth step, improve the design of your Excel Gantt chart. Though your Excel Gantt chart is beginning to take the shape, you can add a few more finishing touches to make it really stylish. Remove the empty space on the left side of the Gantt chart. As you remember, originally the starting date blue bar resides at the start of your Excel Gantt chart diagram. Now you can remove that white blank space to bring your task a little closer to the left vertical axis. Right click on the first start date in your data table. Select Format Cell, which is bigger to General. Write down the number that you see. This is a numerical representation of date. In my case, it is 41730. As you probably know, Excel stores date as number based on the number of days since 1 Jan 1990. Click Cancel because you don't actually want to make any changes. Click on any date above the task bar in your Gantt chart. One click will select all the dates. You right click them and choose Format Access from the context menu. Adjust the number of dates on your Gantt chart in the same Format Access window that you used in the previous step. Change major unit and minor unit to fixed 2 and then add the numbers you want for the date intervals. Typically, the shorter your project time frame is, the smaller number you use. For example, if you want to show every other date, enter 2 in the major unit. You can see my settings in the screenshot below. Space between the bar. Compacting the taskbar will make your Gantt graph look even better. Click any of the orange bar to get them all selected. Right click and select Format Data Series. In the Format Data Series dialog, set separate to 100% and gap width to 0%. And here is the result of our effort. A simple but nice looking Excel Gantt chart. Remember, though your Excel chart simulates a Gantt chart very closely, it still keeps the main feature of standard Excel chart. Your tasks are arranged in the proper order on the Gantt chart. Date markers are moved from the bottom to the top of the graph. Your Excel chart is starting to look like a normal Gantt chart, isn't it? For example, my Gantt diagram looks like this now. Your Excel Gantt chart will resize when you add or remove the task. You can change the start date or duration. The chart will reflect the changes and adjust automatically. We have many online softwares and readily made templates for Gantchart. We can also use them. Now let's understand what are the advantages of using a Gantt chart. It saves a lot of time. It is a cost effective for making effective and efficient software. A good planned Gantt chart is a factor for success of the software and forces a team to complete the activities on time. Everything has an advantage and a disadvantage. Gantt chart also has disadvantages. Gantt chart can become more complex. The size of a bar does not show the amount of work done. Chart can be updated from time to time because all the activities depend on each other. For example, designing activities depend on planning activity. So any delay in planning activity can cause to change the schedule of other activities. Gantt chart plays a vital part in the project management. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you understood what is Gantt chart and how to create a Gantt chart in just 3 minutes. Keep learning and please check out the channel. Thank you.